Well, my plans to have a big rebuild this summer may have changed a little bit. I'm still going to try and do a rebuild because the board have surprised me with a pretty big budget of a transfer budget of £58,000, which is a big budget in Vanarama South, and an extra 4K on the wage budget, along with all the players that we are going to be releasing at at the end of this month. So be prepared for a lot of players to come in. Hello, welcome to part 1, Club 9. No. Hello, welcome to Club 1, part 9 of the Globe Explorers. In today's episode, we shall be doing our normal transfer special, albeit in the Vanarama South. But I'm not going to dwell on that too much. In case you haven't watched yesterday's episode, I suggest you watch that, just in case you didn't see what happened in the playoff final. We got a red card, then the match went to pot, basically. That's basically what happened. So let's take a look at our new arrivals. Bearing in mind, this is my first season, so I did not sign all of them. I signed most of them, but not all of them. So besides Adrian Walker, he's been a pretty good player. He has, in fact, got a new contract at West Brom, so probably won't be getting him back for next year. We might, you never know. Then Jermaine Francis is a player I would love to sign again. Still out of contract at Chelmsford, so watch his step. He might come back for next year permanently. He was a very good player. So that's 25 goal contributions from 40 games. That's not bad at all. That's like one every other game. The next signing, Fedor Rosang, who has in fact got signing of the season. I wouldn't say he set the world alight, but he's a good player. Good player. I'm glad he's sticking around. Still got very good potential, potentially National League. Then Lewis Collins, I didn't sign him, but he's sticking around for next year. 28 goal contributions. That is pretty good, that. Daryl Ombang, I don't know if... See, most of these might be last-minute transfers, like end-of-the-month transfers. I mean, I don't know it. He might sign a new contract with Leeds. We might not. If he doesn't, I want to try and sign him. So, Endicott, he's not coming back. Not after what he did in the playoff final. Who else did I sign? I signed Zay Myers. He was okay. We probably won't get him back on loan. Same with Reece Doherty. He only came in as like a emergency. Josh Nichols, Howard Dudchek, they barely played. They've literally just come in like one day ago. So, yeah, hopefully they'll be very good for this season. So, this season's results. Our board expectation was reach the National League South playoffs. We did that, but we lost in the final. I'm hoping to we lost against 6th place. I am hoping to probably finish first this year, or at the very least, be in a title race. FA Cup, we lost in the first round against Reading. Try and go get to the third round this year, if possible. FA Trophy, not too bothered by it. We'll try and win it this year. I really do hope. Our biggest win this year was a 7-3 win over Braintree. Our match to remember was a 5-2 win over St Albans. And goal of the season went to Stobbs. You know what? Let's have a recap of that goal. I don't really show you the goal of the season, but I'm going to show you it because I can't remember this goal. Right, come on. Let's see how good it was. See if it was goal of the season. So Francis plays the ball to Lapsley, who Stobbs. Yeah, that is a pretty good goal. Very good goal. Right, finances. Everything's gone up because it's obviously our first season. Club reputation, 1.5 stars. That's not... It's actually pretty good for this level. I'm not sure what I was expecting. No new sponsorship deals. Only 629 shirts sold. Really? Wow. So the most popular name on the back of the shirt was Lapsley, along with Jarvis, Collins, Rosslang and Hull. Where's Francis? So I would definitely get his name on my shirt, which I'm not going to get a shirt because I think yellow's a horrible colour. I prefer red. Right, best 11 this year was Ombang, Crow, Moxie, Delennon. What's he doing now? He's at Drogheda. 10 appearances, 1 goal, 1 assist. That's not bad for a centre-back. Then Martin, Asa Hall, Tom Lapsey in the midfield. Then we have Francis, Ross Lang, Jarvis and Collins. It's not bad. Best 11. I agree with that. Then fans player of the season went to Aaron Jarvis. He will be sadly leaving us. We'll try. Yeah, what? No, he is definitely leaving us. Sad to see him go because he's been probably one of our best players. Young player went to Jermaine Francis. Obviously, we know Ross Lang got signing of the season. Aaron Jarvis got top goal scorer with 46 goals. I don't think we're going to find another striker who can top that. Lewis Collins, most assists with 12. That's not too bad. I doubt he's going to score 46 goals next year. We will be looking for another striker. We probably won't be looking for another striker because we've got Trumpeter coming through, but I think he does need a loan move. I think that's pretty much it in terms of awards. I don't really like looking for this. I don't really know much about it. Right, let's see what the board want us to do. They want us to work within the wage budget. I think we can do that. Grow the club's reputation. We can do that. Maximum 1-year contracts for players over the age of 33. I'm not really going to. We will sign a couple of experienced players. My contract expires at the end of this year. Then for the next 5 years, they want us to work towards recording a National League top half finish. We're in the National South with dipsticks. I'm guessing they want us to get promoted this year. I think, and that's what I'm going towards it. Yeah, they want us to gain automatic promotion to the National League. In other words, finish top. So let's have our end of season meeting with the lads. Hi guys, let's have a meeting. Right, what shall we discuss? Where are you going on holiday? Huh? No answer. Right, I'd like to talk about our plans for next year. Champions, yeah. I have nothing else to talk to you about. See ya. That's a short meeting. Right, so we are going to be playing a 4-2-3-1 next year. I'm not sure why it's showing all these players because Jarvis is out of contract. Francis is probably going to be leaving us. I don't know why I keep looking at him. Obviously, he's a youngster. He's never going to get anywhere in the first team. Not yet. He might do. Lewis Collins is going to be playing. I don't know. I think Lewis Collins is probably better as a winger. I think. Obviously, Lapsey is leaving us. Then we've got Dudchek. Krask is leaving us. Moxie, we have given him a new contract, even though he is 38. He will be probably 39 by the time this season ends. So he's just there here for the experience. Doherty, he's going back on to his parent club. Josh Nichols is a right back, started firstly, so he'll be there. And Ombang is going back to Leeds. So this best 11 is complete nonsense. It really is. When the players get at least about a month and a half off, so normal saves. At this point, I would usually come back when the transfer window was open, but see, there's a problem. The transfer window is already open, so I'm not sure when the hell I'm actually going to come back. So I think I'm probably going to. Actually, you know what? Before that, I will show you budget. So we do have 58,000, which is absolute bonkers because with Panorama stuff, we're not going to sign anyone that's worth any money. Ignore this guy. This guy just came through my youth system. We've just offered him a contract. He came through like the trial things. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with this. So how much? No. How much can we just? Doesn't really make a difference. I'm not going to change it too much. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And if we do need to change it into wage budget, we can. But I'm sure we won't because most of the squad are actually leaving. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players staying at the club. So yeah. We're going to have a lot of spendings, including like Kevin Dawson. He was on 900. That's absolutely fantastic for us. So I reckon by the time June 31st comes around, we will probably have at least 10k spare wage budget. That's if we haven't signed anyone. I'm not actually going to go straight to the 31st of June. That'd be absolute nuts. So I think I'm probably going to do a little update at the end of this month. Hopefully, I may have signed a few players, but I very much doubt it. But you never know. Hang on a minute. We are under a takeover. Well, we've been rumoured with a takeover. Will it go through? I don't know. Most of these like takeover rumours, they're just basically a bunch of poo-poos. Unless it might actually happen. So it says here the FA Trophy semi-finals Torquay could be about to change hands according to a fans group who want to take control of their club. I'd be all for that. I love it when fans want to take over the club. The non-league football paper, is that an actual real paper, or is that just made up? It is reported that the Supporters Trust is ready to approach chairperson Clark Osborne with a deal which could see the fans take ownership of the club. See, a lot of clubs are trying to get like fan ownership now. I know Exeter are fan owned. I'm not sure who else. Maybe Bury? Bury might be, actually. But enough of that. Because that might not actually happen. We have signed a couple of players, and they are... We have also loaned out Toxo Trumpeter. He's gone to Larker on loan for the season. Yeah, he's gone on loan for the season, and Harry Parsons has joined Wimborne on loan for the rest of the season. So we have signed 2 players, along with Josh Nichols and Harrison Dudchek, who you did meet in the last episode, strangely. So we have signed Joshua Oluwayemi. He's a 23-year-old English goalkeeper, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's a good National League player, but potentially later, God knows how we've got him, and such. Just under £1,000 for wages. We signed him from Portsmouth on a free transfer. He was actually already a free transfer anyway, but he looks like a top quality goalkeeper. Dare I say it, better than Ombang? Is he? Miles better. I mean, they look pretty similar. They've got like the same hairstyle. That's absolutely crazy, that. I think they're pretty similar, but I think Oluwayemi is actually better than him. The next signing is Conor Lawless, English left winger, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential. The leading National League player, that came out wrong. Leading National League player. We signed him from Dagenham. He was a free transfer, but last played at Dagenham and Redbridge. Played for 2 clubs at the same time. Not sure how that's possible, but he started off his career at Reading, so not a bad signing. So I reckon we could get some decent money for him if and when he does go. And also, I forgot to mention Joshua Oluwayemi. He's got a minimum free release clause of 350 grand. If someone can break that next year, that'd be absolutely fantastic. I don't think they will, but imagine. Just imagine if that does happen. In terms of budgets, still got 55k, still, and 1.4k spare wage budget. But that will go up at the end of this year. Well, in a month, that will go up massively. So that's all the transfers we've done. I might do a couple more before everyone leaves, but at the moment, this is, well, let's just ignore that. This is what the squad currently looks like. Let's get the players that are here for next year. So we've got Moxie, Rossang, ignore these 2 because they're out on loan, Lewis Collins, Lawless, Dudchek, Nichols, and Oluwayemi. So that's the squad at the moment. So that's not 7 people. So probably 16 more signings. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun episode. Definitely is. I'm not sure how many players we're actually going to sign because we're still in the Vanderham stuff. There's no rush to sign players, but I would like to assemble a full 23-man squad before the end of today's episode. So I think I probably am going to come back sort of end of June, beginning of July when all of the squads is cleared out. Hopefully we will have signed a whole bunch of players. And maybe, and also, I might come back when and if the takeover eventually happens. It probably won't, but you never know. It's only been 3 days since the last clip. This takeover might actually be happening. Osborne's set to wind down his career, but worstly, the board have enforced a transfer embargo. At least we've got a month before everyone leaves, so we've got plenty of time. Oh God, this is I'm sure it will work out. I'm sure we'll be out of the transfer embargo before the end of June, hopefully. If we're not, then this is going to be one of the hardest transfer specials ever. Panic over, the takeover has now been completed. Yes, well done. Very well done. Local investor Kevin Hughes has successfully completed his takeover at Torquay United, succeeding former chairperson Clark Osborne. So, personal message. I want to thank you for your patience with them. I mean, yeah, but it was only 4 or 5 days since the rumours started. So during what has been undoubtedly been a stressful time. Again, it's only been a week, so it wasn't very stressful. If it was a month, yeah, that's stressful. I'm pleased to inject some 230,000 into the club's what the hell is coffers? What the hell is club's coffers? What the hell is that? And the new transfer budget has been calculated. Director Chris Rich has left the club following the takeover. His replacement on the board will be director Andy Marriott. Obviously, there was an Andy Marriott who used to play for Exeter City a long time ago. I don't think it's that one. I presume it's just another made-up person. So I think, yeah, I think that's pretty much stayed the same. I don't think that's changed. So I will accept that. Board lift transfer embargo. Let's see the transfer budget now. 85k. That's not bad. What about wage budget? Wage budget is still the same, still very low yet. Right, now I mean it now. We are actually gonna go forward to the beginning of July. Hopefully, no more shenanigans going on. Well, it's currently the 5th of July. We have brought in a lot of trialists. We have tried to offer some contracts to them, but they just want a stupid amount of money. Money we don't really have, even though we do have 10k spare wage budget. I've moved the transfer budget into wage budget because I'm not going to spend any of the transfer budget. Seems completely pointless having it, so I've moved it to wage budget. But most of the players we have offered contracts to want at least 2k a week, which is money we don't have. So we are waiting on possibly one player to come in, and that's Ruben Shakpoke. Who else is putting an offer for him? A lot of clubs. I don't think we're going to get him. But we have brought in some players. We'll start off with, on the back end of last season, we did sign Jack Sanders. He is a 25-year-old English centre-back, 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He's a decent, I don't know how have we got him. Especially on not cheap wages. So he is on 1k a week, so pretty expensive, but I think he's a very good centre back. We got him on a free transfer from Kilmarnock, so a bit of a long trek for him, but I'm sure he's found a house down in Torquay. I'm sure he has. Then moving swiftly on to this season, we have confirmed the signing of Jermaine Francis. He's coming on a free transfer, even though it does say 7.75k. It was sort of free. So he's a right winger. I don't really need to say much about him because you should know who he is, but I'm going to. He's a right winger, 4-star current ability, leading National League player. We did well. I think the 7.75k was a sort of a compensation fee. I'm not sure if Hashtag got any money for him. If they did, absolute brilliant work from me. Then next signing is Reece Doherty, 18-year-old centre-back, 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, leading Vanderham South player, potentially League One. He has literally come back for second season. on loan from Blackburn. He's just a really good centre back. He's our second choice at the moment. I think we're still. I did loan out Harry Parsons, but I may have made a bit of a mistake. I loaned them out last season, thinking that they were going to come back like next year. No, they come back like a month later. So I am still planning on loaning them out. So we'll just offer them out again. Hopefully they stay out on loan till next season. I didn't know that that was going to happen, so that's a big mistake on my behalf. Currently, the squad is looking like this. So ignore the trial list. Can I ignore the trial list? On trial? No, I won't bother. So at the moment, oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So at the moment, we've got Dean Moxey, Joshua Oluriemi, Lewis Collins, Jack Sanders, Peter Rossang, Jermaine Francis, and Harrison Dudchik. And along with some of these players. So it looks worse than it is. So that's a better way to see it. Click and wage, because we're not paying for the trial list. That's good. I don't think we'd get any of these in anyway, because they're just too good for us. If we could get in that Shaq Poke guy, brilliant. But I don't think we will. So at the moment, we are on the squad of about 13, potentially 11 if Trumpeter and Parsons go out on loan. I think Lamb is probably going to be our backup for this year. So I don't feel the need to sign another goalkeeper. So I'm just going to move him into the Sweden squad. He can be our backup for this year. Because we don't really use a backup goalkeeper. I wouldn't mind just having one. And we've got that one. So, yeah. So I'm not really sure in terms of players. I think we still need quite a few players because we've still got. It's going to be confusing to see. Right, Joshua Oluriemi is a goalkeeper. We don't need another one because Liam Lamb's our backup. So in terms of centre backs, we've got Sanders, Moxey, Doherty, Parsons potentially, maybe another centre back. So I reckon one player for each possession. Some maybe need two. So yeah, it's very confusing with all these trial lists. Actually, you know what? Just terminate all of them. Then I can actually see what we need. Yeah, I'm going to terminate them all. That looks much better. Right. Now I can see what we need. So we've got two goalkeepers. Centre-backs, Sanders, Moxey, Parsons, Doherty, potentially one more. Right-backs, we've got Nichols. So we need a right-back. We need two left-backs. Then centre-mids, we've literally got Dudchak. So we need at least three centre-mids. Left wingers, we've got Lawless. We need Ross Lang. Right wingers, we've got Francis and potentially Collins. Maybe he's a striker. I don't really know what he is. I think he probably will be our striker at the moment for this year, potentially right winger. We've also got Trumpeter, who's another striker, but we probably will send him out on loan, and Harry Parsons as well. So, yeah, so we're short of about like 10, 12 players. So, I'm not sure if we can get 10, 12 players in. Probably try and sign about 5 permanent players and maybe 5 or 6 loan players, because I want to utilise the loan system like down in these leagues. So I think should be good. Hopefully, by the time we do come around before our first league game, which is against Dunwich Hamlet, hopefully I should have assembled a full 20-ish, 23-man squad. If not, we can always sign some players during the season. So it's currently the 3rd of August and we have done a lot of business. I think I probably assembled the best team we could probably make with the budgets we have been given. In terms of budgets, we've still got a spare 2.89k left. I don't think I'm going to sign anyone else. And you'll see why with the amount of players I've brought in. So let's go through all of them. Starting from the back end of last season. So we started off the episode. Actually, we finished last episode off by welcoming in 2 players. They were Josh Nichols, a 18-year-old right back 3.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, decent League 2 player. Well, I don't think we're going to have him for very long, but he could potentially be League 1. We've got him from Arsenal on a free transfer. Obviously, he did make one appearance in the playoff final. I won't talk about that. Then we also signed Harrison Dudchek. He is a 18-year-old centre mid, 3-star current ability, 4.5-star potential, leading National South player, potentially League 1. Once again, came from Arsenal on a free transfer. Next signing is Joshua Oluwayemi. He's a English goalkeeper, 3-star current ability, 4.5-star potential, leading National South goalkeeper, but potentially League 2. We signed him from Portsmouth on a free transfer, started off his career at Tottenham. Never made any appearances though. The next signing is Colin Lawless. He is a 23-year-old left winger. Apparently he's an inside forward, but he's left-footed. I don't really understand that, but I'm going to play him as an inside forward anyway. Leads a National League player, but potentially League 2. We signed him from Dagenham and Redbridge on a free transfer. He also started off his career at Reading, then went to Luton Town and had other loan spells at Farnborough and Dulwich Hamlet. So looks like a pretty good signing. Then last signing for the back end of last season is Jack Sanders, a 25-year-old English centre-back, 3.5-star current ability, 4-star potential, decent League 2 player. He's a good player. We signed him from Kilmarnock on a free transfer. Started off his career at Charnock Richards, who are down in the, I don't know where they are, North West Counties Football Leagues. I've got no idea which tier that is in, but what a career he has had. I mean, what it's like, basically non-league to whatever. Right, moving on to this season's transfers. First signing was Jermaine Francis, Grenadian 22-year-old right winger, 3.5-star current ability, leading National League player, signed him from Chelmsford City for 7.75k. Again, was on loan with us last season. Absolute dinner blinder, so why not? Let's get him in permanently. Next signing is another familiar face, and that is Reece Doherty, an 18-year-old English centre-back, 3-star current ability, 5-star potential, leading National South player, but potentially League 1. He's on loan from Blackburn once again. Next signing is the signings you don't know about. First one is Amrit Bansal McNulty. Is a Northern Irish centre attacking mid. He's not the worst one. He's not good. He's sort of in the middle. He's 2.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. Good National South player, potentially leading National League. We signed him from Dartford on a free transfer. This is his first spell at Torquay. I've just noticed this. He had a loan spell with us down in National League 2019-20. So obviously he only played 2 games there. He'll probably play a lot more games this time round. Next signing is Callum Hutton. He is a Welsh centre attacking mid, 2.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. Good National South player, potentially League 2. Signed him from Bristol City on loan for the rest of this season. Next signing is Ewan Pollock. He is a English striker, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. He is a poacher, but I might train him up to be a advanced forward, or we might just play him as a poacher. Not sure how they do with one up front, just poachers on their own. But he's a good National South player, but potentially League 2. We signed him from Bournemouth on a free transfer. And next signing is Jake Leake. He is a English left back, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential, leading National South player, but potentially League 2. We signed him from Hull City on a free transfer. Looks like he could be an absolute fantastic player. We'll get a lot of money for all these signings, I hope. Next 2 players are sort of my what I call the experienced players. Ollie Banks is a 31-year-old centre mid, probably deep line playmaker or box to box. I don't really know what he's going to be. 3.5-star current ability. He's a leading National League player. We signed him from Chesterfield on a free transfer. He's had quite a long career. He's started off his career at Rotherham, then went to a whole bunch of non-league clubs, then Chesterfield, Oldham. He went back to Chesterfield before he joined us. So he's what I call an experienced player, because he's played in pretty much every league in the English Football League pyramid, apart from Championship and Premier League. That's what I call a journeyman. Then Luke Young is a English centre mid, 3.5-star current ability, decent League 2 player, and we signed him from Wrexham on a free transfer. We brought him back. We have brought Luke Young back to where he belongs, at Torquay United, to finish off his career. I mean, he's still 31, so he might go to another club, but this is where I want him to finish his career for the next 4 or 5 years. Obviously, I will be long gone by then, but you never know. The next signing is Kamal Grant. He is a English 21-year-old centre-back, 3-star current ability, 5-star potential, leading National South player, but potentially League 2. We signed him from Millwall on a free transfer. He looks like a very decent centre-back. What was he? Potentially League 2. So, yeah, very good centre-back. He is, of course, injured. Twisted ankle, so, yeah. The next signing is Alex Healy-Byrne. He is a Irish right-back. 3-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. Leading National South player, but potentially League 2. We have got him on loan from Preston for the rest of this season. So I reckon he'll be a good solid backup. The next signing is Tavio Ciccarelli. English centre-back. Does he have Italian descent? No, he doesn't. I mean, his name is pretty Italian, but anyway, 2.5-star current ability, 5-star potential. Good National South player, but potentially Championship. He's probably going to be our starting striker, I think. He might not be. He is on loan from Sheffield United for the rest of the season. Next signing is Reece Devine. He is a 22-year-old English left back, 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. Leading National League player, but potentially good League 1. We signed him from Swindon Town on a free transfer. He hasn't played much games. He's only played 6, 14, 15, 44 games. I mean, that is, it's not good, but he is quite young, so hopefully this is where his career really lifts off with us. That's the plan. Then last signing, but not least, Josh Home. He is a English centre mid, 19 years old, can also play defensively, but preferably he's coming in to be our Mazzala. He's 3-star current ability, 5-star potential, leading National South player, but potentially League 2. He is on loan from Birmingham City for the rest of the season. So a good mix of permanent signings and loan signings, experienced players, young players, and Harry Parsons and Trumpet have both gone out on loan for real this time. Not that stupid 1-month glitch thing, which they didn't hardly play together. They didn't play a game because the season has ended. I don't know what the game was thinking there. So they've gone to Moneyfields and Barnstable. Don't think there's been any other sales. No, I don't think there has been. No, there has not been any other sales so far. Right, so I'd say that's a pretty good transfer special. Let's take a look at the season preview. We are predicted to finish first. We've got 4 players in the Dream 11. Nichols, Sanders, Young and Lawless. Is that Connor Wickham plays for Wealdstone? He's 31 years old. He's going to be tricky to play against. I tell you what, Wealdstone, they've done a cracking signing. Where were they due to finish? Second. They've just been recently relegated from the National League. But our key players for this year are predicted to be Luke Young and Josh Nichols. I'm going to agree with that. What's our predicted 11? Still says we're going to play a 4-4-2. We're not. We're playing a 4-2-3-1. So, Oliver, Emmy, Devine, Doherty, Sanders, Josh Nichols. That back four, fully fit. I think that's pretty much, yeah, probably good. Young and Banks. I'm not going to play Banks and Young together because they're the same position. So, Lawless, probably yes. Francis, yes. Citrelli, probably yes. Collins, I'm not sure about. So, yeah, hot prospect. Oliver Clatworthy, never heard of him. So, he looks like quite a good player. Quite a good youngster. Already capped at Northern Ireland under 19 level. So, potentially Premier League. He's already performing at National South. Might have sent him out on loan, might not. We do have a fairly young squad average age of 23. I mean, that's pretty absurd. I think this transfer special, I think it is done. So I don't think there's anything else left to say. This is what the starting 11 at the moment currently looks like. So at the moment, this will be the starting 11. I might change it. So at the moment, it will be Olawemi in goal. A back four of Nichols, Sanders, Moxie is going to play for now until Kamal Grant or Reece Doherty get back to full fitness. But Moxie will be like second, third choice right back, or third or fourth choice. Then we've got Devine at left back, Young and Home in the midfield. So Young and Banks will be like the box. Home and Dudchek will be the Mazzala roles. Then we've got Collins on the right, Hutton in the middle, Lawless on the left, playing as an inside forward, even though he's left, so I still don't get that. Then we've got Citrelli up front. Somehow he is not Italian. I can't believe it. Tavio Citrelli, not Italian in the slightest. So yeah, that looks like a pretty strong lineup, if I say so myself. So Francis might get in there ahead of Collins. I don't really know what the strongest lineup is yet. I mean, I don't really know. I didn't really know what the strongest lineup was last season because we changed it so much. So I think I will see you all tomorrow, where we'll be playing our first National League South games of the season against Dulwich Hamlet and Hampton and Richmond. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.